In this video, I'm going to talk about agreement. Agreement basically means that one element within a clause or within a phrase reflects some category of another element that appears in the same environment. And it can happen in a number of different ways. We're going to look at an example from English, and then we're going to move on to Portuguese, where agreement is much more apparent within the phrase. Right, let's start with English. In English, we've got agreement within clauses. And we have agreement in the following way. When the verb appears with a third person singular subject, the verb marks S at the end. He walks. Okay. When a verb appears with any other subject, there's no such marking. We can say I walk, they walk. It's all the same form, walk. So this S only appears when the subject is a third person singular. He walks, she walks, it walks. This S indicates that the subject is a third person singular. The verb agrees with a third person singular subject. Right, let's have a look at Portuguese. In Portuguese noun phrases, agreement is all over the place. Portuguese is a language that has a gender distinction between masculine and feminine. So there are words like menino, boy, menina, girl, and they already reflect different genders. They inherently mean a masculine gender versus a feminine gender. Right, when we say the small girl, the forms are a menina pequena, the girl small. So the order is slightly different from English, but that shouldn't disturb us too much. Let's have a look at what the forms do. Menina, girl, is inherently feminine, and the girl marks for feminine. So it's the definite article marked for the feminine. And pequena, small, again is the adjective small, but it marks for a feminine head noun, menina. When we see this in the masculine, the forms would be o menino pequeno. The or menino, boy, inherently masculine, pequeno, small, masculine. So in Portuguese, the definite article and the adjective agree in gender with their head noun, with menino or menina, and it goes even further. Once we look at plural noun phrases, we see agreement not just in gender, but also in number. As meninas pequenas, the small girls. Os meninos pequenos, the small boys. In this case, we see that the definite article is marked for plural, so it's no longer just a, it's as or o, os. The noun is marked for plural as well. It receives marking by an s, meninos, meninas. And also the adjective is marked for the plural, pequenas, pequenos. So in these cases, the definite article and the adjective reflect properties of the head noun, namely the gender of the head noun, menino or menina, as well as the number, menino, menina, meninas, meninos. So whether or not that head noun is singular or plural, all of that is reflected on the adjectives and the definite articles that these elements appear with. And even though the adjective itself is not masculine or feminine, we know that when there is an adjective, pequena, that it must appear with a feminine head noun. It must relate to something feminine. And it nicely links different elements within the phrase and within the clause.